I'll have these players crying for their mothers by the time this best of 7 is over. And by that I mean, we won't play on Steps of War, hopefully. But here we are, spawning in the southeast position as the yellow Zerg player from Team Root Gaming. It is none other than Sage. He's up 1-0, taking the first win as Terran, and now his opponent in the northeast wants to settle the score with the power of Terran. From Team Root Gaming, it is Minigun, and Sage saying, Kappa League map always looks fun. And Sage likes the Kappa Star League. Apparently, he's a big fan. Sage's actually not just a Korean player that's active in the community. He's actually apparently watched quite a few Kappa Star Leagues. Sage specifically asked me to play in the Kappa Star League. He said it looked like a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys are liking the Kappa Star League. And, well, we've had a lot of great games, actually, in the overall league itself, while we haven't had more than just one game in this series so far. If you guys like the Kappa Star League, you can, of course, support it by just watching, tuning in, checking out, commenting, letting people know what's up about it, because we're not going anywhere. We got big plans, and we're just looking to bring you guys some entertaining StarCraft. And another big thank you to our sponsor for tonight, Wrathwort, in the chat. Just a really cool guy that decided, hey, maybe we should have a cool game, a cool thing here. And, well, yeah, I pay for these out of pocket, so people who are willing to donate or sponsor these show matches are really appreciated. And you guys do a lot to help keep this rolling along, but we are not stopping anytime soon. Minigun going out to scout. So this map, Calm Before the Storm, arguably one of my least favorite maps. I thought it was huge when I used to play on it with friends and things like the CSL, but it's, well, it's kind of weird. There's an interesting base layout. It has kind of that Ultrazine thing going on. Except I would say the outer base is a bit easier to hold, so it does allow for fast third base plays. But Minigun's like, WTF? Nathan, you rigged this. And I don't understand what he's talking about, but maybe could be referencing the really easy to hold third base. Although Chad Dr. Jones could just abuse that. And Minigun, why is he building a tech lab? What? Is this Wings of Liberty? What? Why is he building a tech lab to build his Reaper? Oh no. Okay, well, it turns out we're playing with... Oh my god. I accidentally set us to Wings of Liberty, I guess. Well, that's pretty funny. I can't believe this happened. Well, this is the Kappa Star League. Well, that certainly makes things interesting as Minigun goes out with his Reaper Scout. Oh, the Zerglings, man. They move at the same speed, but that Reaper does so much damage. Unfortunately, it does not have any means to heal itself with. And Sage is like, such strong Reaper. But you can't poke the Queen, it doesn't heal. As he moves in towards the main. And this is pretty funny. I totally didn't mean to give them... I don't know, man. I guess we loaded this map up from the arcade. And I guess if you play an arcade map, it forces it onto the parameters of the game that it was published during. So we somehow are on Wings of Liberty. This was not intentional nor expected, but that's the spirit of the Kappa Star League, isn't it? As Minigun's going to try to place some pressure. And I just noticed we actually have Brood War music as well, which is pretty cool. Oh, Minigun's got to back off. And I'd say that Sage... I wonder what Sage will do now that he's realized it's Wings of Liberty. I wonder how soon he'll realize that Broodlord Infestor is OP as all fuck and try to kill... I guess Sage is going to go for Broodlord Infestor. Chad Dr. Jones, his Ravens are really the key, but they are not anywhere near as easy to utilize in this game. So yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know what to tell you. Those Queens did look like they put on a little bit of weight. They are not supposed to be this big. Most people don't know that, but yeah, the Queens lost weight in Heart of the Swarm. I got a little smaller. And the Reaper gets another kill. Man, that Reaper's got 1 hit point. Such great use of the Reaper, really. Stimpack is on the way. Minigun has 4 command centers. And Sage is taking a double evolution chamber setup. Oh, Minigun's got to watch his R's. As these queens, they are feisty. They have that range, man. That range was added in Wings of Liberty. It was the bane of all Terran players' existence. Actually, it was the bane of literally every player's existence in Wings of Liberty. Reaper gets a man. Reapers, man. Why didn't we see all the Reaper openings in Wings of Liberty, Kappa? Well, Minigun's Hellions are outside the front. You can see these Hellions actually look different. They do not have they do not look like the Transformatione Hellions. But he's still trying to pressure the queens. This is some ballsy play. Does not kill a queen. Will instead lose 2 Hellions. Minigun realizing very quickly, that apparently was not a good idea. As starts the second gas up. Double engineering bays are Rick-a-rolling. But Sage can just rush Hive. In fact, he probably should just rush Hive. But, you know, I didn't really cast that much Wings of Liberty. And most of the time, Wings of Liberty, when you look at it from a commentator's perspective, right? You're like, oh, well, Nathan, you know, you're still really bad at the game. But anybody could commentate Wings of Liberty. Was the best part about it. The Terran player desperately attempts to kill the Zerg with a Marine tank push before the Hive. And the Zerg player just defends until he can get Broodlords. And then kills them. Yeah. And, you know, great comment from the chat. A reminder, these bigger queens, man, the ass was fat. That's just how we roll here at the Kappa Star League. Apparently, we're ass men. And look at that. Even these queens, they got a little human centipede thing going on. Except, I guess it's... I don't actually know how to call that. Never mind. Hellions are still kind of out on the field. Spire is on the way. Does Sage realize that Infestors are OP as fuck in Wings of Liberty? That's the question. I'm sure he'd remember if we went back in time in about a year. But I'm not sure. He's gonna go Zergling, Baneling, Mutalisk. And this is, I mean, it's not bad. It's certainly not bad. But Zergling Infestor is, it's literally unstoppable. There is a reason why Zergs won literally everything in the last year. Except MVP. Fuck that guy. But just kidding. I love him. Anyway, my point is, Zerg good race in Wings of Liberty. The starport's just completed for Minigun. He's building the siege tanks. He didn't research siege tech. Does he know that you need siege tech? Has he thought about this? Has he considered it? Does he know? Oh, the Zerglings are trying to attack, but the Marines with the Hellion support are more than a match. Especially since he attacks right before his 1-1 finishes. So that was actually an anti-timing for Sage. And he's spreading the creep. Baneling Nest on the way, 14 lings. The ass was fat, man. And +1 flyer attacks. Where? Sage? Yeah, okay, he's rolling along. He needs to start as 2-2. Minigun has started +2. He's just realized, oh yes, I need siege tech for these tanks to be useful. Man, this Reaper is still alive. This Reaper has 10 kills. How sick is that? Reapers were so fucking overpowered in Wings of Liberty, except without health regen, they were completely useless. And he doesn't want to attack because there's creep spread there. And of course, creep spread is a pretty good unit. 9 Mutalisks on the way. Scanning to kill the creep. Minigun's just doing what he can. Very difficult. Even our observer interface is very primitive. We can't see the rings around the scans. And, oh, Sage just going to take a base in the bottom left. He's a bit scared of the push out from the Terran. As Minigun's 2-2 is on the way. Oh, Mutalisks want to run. Those Mutalisks, guys, they kind of suck. In fact, I'll go so far as to say they suck monkey nuts in Wings of Liberty compared to Heart of the Swarm. He's trying to kill these rocks. I guess he's going to establish this as a 4th base. But yeah, Mutalisks do not regenerate health anywhere near as much as they do in Heart of the Swarm. They regenerate as normal units. They're attempted to be balanced against other Zerg units, Kappa. And they do some harass, but man, Mutalisks, they're slow. And look at that. Look at that 1 hit point Mutalisk. I'm going to select that 1 hit point Mutalisk. Look at that. His health isn't going up any faster than anything else. In fact, he died a horrible, painful death. You know, he would have been able to survive 1 shot from a Marine in Heart of the Swarm. This is pretty good, yeah. To compensate as an apology for what's happened to this game with accidentally having us on Wings of Liberty, the next game, instead of being back on Heart of the Swarm, will be on Legacy of the Void. Let me call Mike Morheim and get ourselves, let's get that going. Get Blizzard to officially sponsor the Kappa Star League. Minigun has a good position here. Wow, we can still zoom out. That's cool. And he's trying to break this spine crawler line, but there is a fuck ton of Banelings. Baneling speed's not done yet, though. Minigun pressing forward, does have Marines covering his siege tanks. Needs to be careful. He scans forward. Where did he? I don't know where he scanned. I'm blind. Is he looking for a hive? I don't know, but he's pulling back. He needs to be careful with the siege tanks. He's stepping onto the creep now. There's tumors under his army. And Sage has a pretty good spread. He could try to just dive in, and here he comes on Minigun's army. The Marines blowing up, detonating all over these units. The siege tanks being shoved back. Minigun loads up. There's no medevac boosters in Wings of Liberty, bitch. He's trying to fly away, but there's not too much. A bunch of Marines are just kind of here. And Minigun's trying to fly away. I guess the Mutalisks don't have the speed boost to catch them either. Needs to unload Chad Dr. Jones. He does, and these Bioforces will be caught off guard in the south. We'll actually still kill a decent chunk of Zerglings. Maybe all of them. No, not quite. Okay. Top 3 commentary EU. Mutalisks are still alive on the left side. And Chad Dr. Jones getting his +3 bio attack. I'm kind of glad we didn't see the old Broodlord Infestor this game, to be honest. It probably would have sucked something awful. Mutalisks, though, this Virgin Natural is left bare and willing, and the Mutalisks are ready to capitalize on that. Minigun will have to leave protection on next time. He's actually going to triple bag it with these missile turrets. A bold move, but the Infestation Pit, the unholy gateway, the gateway drug to Broodlord Infestor, literally the nightmares and career enders of players such as MKP and every foreign Terran player that tried to be good at StarCraft. Mutalisks come in. Oh, takes a little peppering. 1 or 2 of them do get sniped off. Scan forward for Chad Jones. He's looking for the next attack. His siege tank count is so low, though. Typically speaking, in Wings of Liberty, you didn't want to push out until you had about 6 to 7 tanks and you're 2-2. But now, well, I guess since he's not rushing Hive, it's not as big of a deal. Terran does become really strong at this point in the game. But, oh, he's trying to just overwhelm this force early on, running the Marines back. The tanks are getting picked off, though. A few of them still alive, and it's actually just enough to survive for now. 17 more Banelings are in production, and Sage has had this base in the bottom left, but hasn't really done too much with it. Marines are positioned. They're in position. And he's just moving forward. He's doing his thing. Minigun is looking to acquire himself a 4th base. All the Banelings are moving in. The Marines are in front of the Marauders. Now, everything's just dying. What a horrible feeling. And taking this 4th base suddenly seems like it will be much more difficult. But wait, Marines! Marines are pretty good in Wings of Liberty, especially since they regenerate health faster than Mutalisks with medevacs. And Sage does back off for now. He's doing okay. 44 Zerglings in production. Sage has got some fucking great macro here. And, oh, Minigun's not prepared. Oh, his tank's going to get caught. Actually, well, no, his tank's just going to go for a joyride as the Marines get chased back. And I think no, Marine's not that good. Sage does have about like 20 or so mutas. These SCVs are just trying to go to this planetary Fortod. But he does need a missile turret or 2, and the next wave of Zerglings is already here. None of these SCVs actually make it or survive long enough to build a missile turret, it seems. Just 3 survivors. And he needs those missile turrets right now. Mulehammer dropped for Chad Jones. And oh my god, Sage has so much. I think Chad, look at this bank, man. He's building a Thor. Don't you know Thors are horrible in Wings of Liberty? They're actually not too bad versus Zerg. Versus Mutalisk play, at least. And Sage is just getting ready to kill his opponent. There's only 1 siege tank, and it's a fire and pulls back. Needs to target the Banelings. He will not get the Marines right behind the planetary fortress. It's solo, no repair. It's picked off, and there's still a few Banelings with these Mutalisks. But Minigun behind this, I mean, I guess he has a lot of money in the bank, which is the only thing he's got going for him. He can support a round or 2 of bio production. Is forced to run back, kill some Zerglings. Medevacs have not been able to heal this bio as much as he probably would have wanted to. And that is upsetting, for sure. But let's see. Double siege tank production. Minigun has learned the power of having 2 factories at the same time. He's acquired that skill. It is now his. But will Sage be impressed? I don't know. I don't know. Minigun's army is not in position to deal with the side swipe of Sage. Running in and trying to catch this production line off guard. Minigun runs everything back to defend the Marines. Need to watch out for those Banelings. Ooh, good Thor shot. Youch. Mutalisks take a lot of damage. As this 4th base moves out for Minigun, he's getting ready. He's getting prepared to rock and McRoll. Sage. Oh, no. There's just a tank. He's caught. He's stuck. Oh, he can't squeeze through. He's obese. But the Mutalisks are trying to pick off some of the depots in this wall. The bunkers pitching in as well. Another command center has been landed in a slightly awkward position, but, you know, whatever. Scans from Minigun. He's trying to pick off the creep tumors. And this Thor gives a great amount of firepower, being able to tank Zergling shots as well if need be. But, oh, the Mutalisks are coming. Everything's just going to engage. And there's no siege tanks, but I think, yeah, Minigun has enough units. A good spread does allow him to survive for now. Those Banelings, a bit of indecision from Sage hurting him. And all Minigun really needs to do is secure this base. He's like, I don't care, man. I don't give a shit if I'm mining from twice the distance I need to. I need money. I need the dollar bill. And the Baneling count is surprisingly low. Just 1 in production. Minigun takes the game. Just, yeah. Marines, A move. Good unit. And, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. So,